All right, well, I made it through security after an hour-long line. Made it through security, no problems. And here I'm walking in. There's a museum over there behind the shed. Sorry, you can't see that. All right, looks like there may be another line.
Last time I flew at the counter, this lady says, "Is that your bag over there?" I said, "No, it is not." Nope, I don't know anything about that bag. You're not supposed to leave bags in the building. No, I'm not. No, you're supposed to.
Yeah. All right, well.
At City Park, with a view of our outstanding skyline and majestic mountains, you can really feel the optimism that is pulsating throughout this region. Oh, and the victory that is about to occur on November the 6th. Of course, not too far from here is Denver's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s statue, a tribute to a great man. I'm reminded of one of his most powerful quotes when I think about the president. The ultimate measure of a man.
And it might come down to just a very few votes. As the mayor said, maybe even right here in Denver. Can you pledge to
People down that thing, so make sure you keep your focus. Now listen, it is 13 days, right, from deciding who is going to be the next president of the United States, right? 13 days to decide whether we move forward or backward, right? You have the power to make that decision, right? You have the power to choose, but not only do you have to vote, but you have got to make sure your family votes, your neighbors vote. I mean, this is, and I go even further than Congresswoman DeGette. Isn't she great? I mean, Congresswoman DeGette. I'll go even further than Mayor Hancock. Isn't Mayor Hancock pretty tough, right? This is going to come down to Colorado. If we win Colorado, President Barack Obama is reelected. Right? Difference. Right? 13 days to make sure your voices are heard. You got to recognize that time is running out. I don't want you to wake up in the morning on the day after the election, right? On the 7th and wake up with a
To Obama for America, Colorado field organizer, Cecilia.
Hello, Denver! My name is Sigil Bonner, and I'm really excited to welcome our president to City Park, just 5 blocks away from where I grew up. After I graduated college not too long ago, I moved back home to give back to the community that gave me so much. I want to be a doctor one day, so to get some experience, I work in a community health clinic, where I see poor and underserved children, seniors, and every kind of patient in between. And each day,
Thank you so much, everybody. Can everybody please give Sidra a great round of applause for our wonderful. We've got some good friends here today. You've got your outstanding Governor, John Hickenlooper. One of the best senators in the country, Michael Bennet. Outstanding Congresswoman Diana DeGette. Very wonderful Mayor Michael Hancock. My campaign co-chair and former Mayor Federico Peña. And all of you are here, which makes me excited. Now, this is the second stop on our 48-hour marathon extravaganza fly around. We are pulling an all-nighter. No sleep. Quite a bit of coffee. We just come from Iowa. After this, what we got from Iowa? We are on our way to visit Nevada. We're going to go to Florida. We're going to go to Virginia. We're going to go to Ohio. And I am going to stop in Chicago to vote before this 48-hour day is done. I can't tell you who I'm voting for. It's a secret ballot. But Michelle says she voted for me. That's what she said. So, we can vote early in Illinois just like you can vote early in Colorado. And I've come back to Colorado, and this may not be the last time you'll see me. I've come to ask you for your vote. I've come to ask you to help me keep moving America forward. We now have gone through 3 debates, months of campaigning, way too many TV ads. Oh yeah. Got an amen over here. You've heard now Governor Romney's sales pitch. He's been running around saying he's got a 5-point plan for the economy. Don't move. Vote. Vote. That's the way to show your opinions, is to vote. It turns out it's not a 5-point plan Governor Romney's got, it's a 1-point plan. Folks at the very top get to play by their own rules. Pay lower tax rates than you do. Outsource more jobs. Let Wall Street run wild. And if this plan sounds familiar, it's because we tried it. We tried it in the decade before I took office. And it led to falling incomes and record deficits and the slowest job growth in half a century and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. And we've been working for 4 years to clean up this mess that these policies left behind. Now, Governor Romney knows this. He knows his plan isn't any different than the policies that led to the Great Recession. So in the final weeks of his election, he's counting on you forgetting what he stands for. He's hoping that you too will come down with a case of what we like to call Romnesia. He's hoping you won't remember that his economic plan is more likely to create jobs in China than here in the United States, because the rewards companies with a severe case of Romnesia just before you cast your ballot. But then I want you to know this. If you feel any symptoms coming on, you start feeling, oh, I've got a temperature, I got headaches, my eyes are getting blurred. It might be Romnesia, but don't worry. Obamacare covers pre-existing conditions. There's a cure. Now, you know, we joke about Romnesia, but all this speaks to something that is essential to your choice, and that is trust. Now, when you choose a president, you don't know what is going to come up. I mean, when I was running in 2008, we didn't know necessarily that we would see the financial system completely implode. We didn't know that the auto industry might go under. We didn't understand what might be happening in terms of an Arab Spring. But what you were voting on is somebody who you felt you could trust to work for you, to keep you in mind every single day. Trust matters. You know, and one thing I think you've seen, Colorado, over the last 4 years is that I mean what I say. Everything that we want to get done. That's why I'm running for a second term. But every single day that I set foot in the Oval Office, I'm fighting for your family. And with your help, I've kept many of the major commitments that we made. I told you we'd end the war in Iraq. We ended it. I said we'd end the war in Afghanistan. We are. Focus on the terrorists who actually attacked us on 9/11. And now we've got a new tower rising above the New York skyline. And our Qaeda's on the streets. Osama bin Laden is dead. Our heroes are coming back. I promised to cut taxes for middle-class families and small businesses. And we have. I promised to end taxpayer-funded Wall Street bailouts for good, and we did. I promised to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I bet on American workers and American ingenuity, and we saved the dying auto industry that's back on top of the world. On issue after issue, we are moving forward. After losing 9 million jobs in the Great Recession, our businesses have now added more than 5 million new jobs over the past 2.5 years. Manufacturing's coming back to our shores. The unemployment rate has fallen. Home values and home sales are rising. Our assembly lines are humming. We've got a long way to go, Colorado, but we've come too far to turn back now. We cannot go. We've got to keep moving forward with the policies that are getting us out, and that's why I'm running for second term as president. Is because I've got a plan that will actually create jobs. A plan that will actually create middle-class security. And unlike Mitt Romney, I'm actually proud to talk about what's in my plan. Because it actually adds up. And if you want to check it out, go to barackobama.com/plans. Share it with your friends. Share it with neighbors. Share it with coworkers. There's still people out there who are trying to make up their mind. Some of you may be trying to make up your mind. Maybe some, no. Somebody may have dragged you here. Maybe, your grandma said, "I'm sorry, you got to come." Maybe your girlfriend is trying to knock some sense into you. Said, "No, you got to come to the rally." So I want you to compare my plan to Governor Romney's. See which plan you think is better for you. See which plan is better for America's future. I want to end tax breaks for companies that ship jobs overseas, but I also want to reward small businesses and manufacturers that are creating jobs right here. I want to cut our oil imports in half by 2020. And we're going to develop traditional sources of energy. And today we are less dependent on foreign oil than any time in the last 2 decades. But it's not enough just to produce more oil and natural gas. We've also increased fuel standards on cars and trucks, so your car will go farther on a gallon of gas. I want to build on the progress we've made doubling clean energy. I want fuel-efficient cars and long-lasting batteries and wind turbines manufactured here in China. I don't want them manufactured in China. I want them manufactured here in the United States. Right here in Colorado. And by the way, it will be good for our environment. It will help conserve the incredible natural beauty of this state. We can do that. I want to make it a national mission to educate our kids and train our workers better than anyone else in the world. I want to include 100,000 math and science teachers. Get the skills that businesses are hiring for right now. I want to work with our colleges and universities to keep tuition growth low, cut it in half. My plan will actually cut the deficit, unlike Governor Roberts. It will actually cut the deficit by $4 trillion over the next 10 years, but we're going to do it in a balanced way. We'll cut out programs that don't work, but we also need to make sure that the wealthy are paying a little bit more so we can afford to invest in technology and research that will keep new jobs and businesses coming to America. And I'll never turn Medicare into a voucher. Americans should spend their golden years at the mercy of insurance companies. And I'll use the savings that we get from ending the war in Iraq and Afghanistan to put our people back to work. Doing some nation building here at home. Repairing our roads and our bridges and our schools. Extending broadband lines into rural communities. Making sure that when our veterans come home, that we are hiring them and they are getting the same kinds of opportunities that they deserve because they take their job when they come home after fighting for America. That's the plan we need for Colorado. That's how you build a strong, sustainable economy that has good middle-class jobs to offer. That's how you encourage new businesses to start right here. That's how you help small businesses. That's how you increase take-home pay. That's how you build an economy where everybody who works hard has a chance to get ahead. That's what we can do together. But right now, it's up to you, Colorado. Right here. Right now. Today. You will choose the path we take. It's up to young people to make sure that they continue to have opportunities in the future, to go to college, to get a good job. It's up to the not so young people to choose what, including me, to choose what we leave behind for future generations. So you can choose the top-down policies that got us into this mess, or we can choose the policies that are going to keep on getting us out of this mess. You can choose the foreign policy that's wrong and reckless, or you can choose the steady, strong leadership that we need in the world. You can choose to turn back the clock 50 years for women and immigrants and gays, or in this election, you can stand up to that basic principle that we are all created equal. No matter who you are, here in America you can make it if you try. Colorado, we have been through some tough years. But the American people are always tough. We always bounce back. Because we pull together. Because we look after one another. We don't turn back, we go forward. We don't leave anybody behind, we pull them up with us. In America, our destiny is not written for us, it's written by us. And we are going to write the next chapter together. And that's why I'm asking you for your vote. Who hears your voice? A president who fights for your family. A president who spends every waking hour trying to make your lives a little bit better. Keep believing in with me and knock some doors with me. Make some phone calls with me. We're going to win Colorado again. We'll remind the world why the United States of America is the greatest nation on earth. God bless you. Woo-hoo!